Hello, welcome to today. Let's tap in to today's messages, to the energies of today, and see what is happening. Oh, it is pouring rain right now. Some people are calling it atmospheric river. And they never had atmospheric rivers back when I was growing up. I'm still growing up. Okay, so let's get into a general reading and see what's up. Yes, and I got my water here, and we're good to go. Okay, Actuarians, what are we focusing in on here? And now that I have 2 tarot decks, I actually guess I have 3 tarot decks, but I want to use them. Okay, we've got this one and this one. And I know this one is liberation. Liberate yourself, right? You are the star, and the only things that are holding you back are your limiting beliefs in yourself. In all the things. We can have limiting beliefs in all the things, right? We could have a belief that people don't do, say, or have or feel a thing. And so that directly affects us, right? Okay, let's see what the other one is. Balance. Okay, yes. If you are honest about your feelings, nothing will disturb your balance when you recognize your own truth. Yes. When we're in defense, when we're in denial, and we come across a truth about ourselves, there's a stop point where you're in resistance with it. No, that can't be. No, I'm not that. No, this, that, right? And that's a conflict. That is a resistant, stop moving forward thing. But when you are without and stripped away of limiting beliefs and constraints and doubts and fears, then you're a little bit more atmospheric river flowing and are like, oh, okay, yeah, I see how I can and do and am. And this is how I can change them. This is acceptable. This isn't acceptable. And we continue to evolve and grow and move forward, right? Resistance, the path of least resistance, is a pathway to our hearts. yeah, there's a channeled message. Okay, let's see what the hoons want to contribute. And then we'll get some astro cards. Yeah. So we can see what the heck. Okay, so we got 3. And the one that is face up is Ingwas. Okay, this is about conserving your energy for an expenditure later. This is also success, partnerships, balance, right? Look at this. We've got the 2 X's balanced on top of each other. Like wow. Okay, creation, wholeness, harmony. There you go. Like harmony, evolution, and energetic bursts. If you receive this rune in a reading, consider taking time away to create space for transformation and inner growth. It is time to build up your energy stores. An explosive expenditure of energy may soon be needed. Yes. And we've got Rado and Perthro. Okay, beautiful. Rado, where are you, Rado? Rado. Perthro, the two-headed snake, with her third eye open, is able to see all that is fated and has yet to manifest. Living between the known and unknown, she counts prophecy as her domain. Cosmic and primal laws unfold before her, and she moves between their patterns, playing out her unique journey with the choices she makes of her own free will. This is a good omen, fate, the unknown, initiation, and the occult. Okay, so I'm getting that stillness transformative, going in to connect, to know, to see, to feel, right? While you are conserving and reserving your energetic stores, okay? And then Oredo, the humpback whale, traverses great oceans with a calm and gentle ease, the embodiment of going with the flowing. Connected to deep rhythms and truths of the universe. Rado oversees the journey. There is a calm, confident, ordered energy to this rune. It references forward motion and the ability to achieve your goals by being in the right place at the right time. Take ownership and control of your story. You are the leader of your life, and developing a true and reliable inner compass is your greatest asset. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful start. Okay, let's try the new deck. Astro. We're gonna learn about the houses and the signs and all the beautiful things we need to know. What's this? Anything? Nothing. Okay. Who's gonna come out and let us know? Anybody? Oh, you just want me to grab that one and that one. Okay. We've got Gemini cross pollinate. Oh, that's beautiful. I'm getting air. I'm getting, was that Pisces? No, Gemini. It's Gemini, not the Pisces. See? I need to learn. Okay. It's a number 3. And then we also have Chiron, which is heal. And look, Perthro. We've got the snakeity snakes. Okay. And yeah, we're exiting the year of the snake, but this was a time for us to shed those old skins, those old layers, those old versions that no longer serve us before we run passionately into the future, because the next the fire horse is the next year. We're leaving the wood snake. Okay, so the grounding, earth centering, heart connecting, shedding of all else. Okay. Asteroids. Okay. Chiron is often referred to as the wounded healer archetype, named after a mythological wise centaur who trained heroes and was accidentally wounded by Hercules with a poisoned arrow. Oops. Although he could not completely heal his own pain, he learned so much about medicine that he started a healing temple. This asteroid points to where your own painful experiences give you training and how you can use that understanding to help others. The asteroid Chiron has a 50-year orbit between the traditional visible planets and the more metaphysical transformative realm symbolized by the outer planets. Action. Find purpose in your problems. Hard-earned wisdom is now relevant and needed. You don't have to assign causality. You may never know why you went through a difficult time, but you can put what you learned from it to good use, collecting the gold nuggets of wisdom from all experiences. Even if you never quite heal in this place of karmic tenderness, you have the wisdom to pass on once you metabolize the information. This situation may feel familiar, but if you can't remember a story to go with it, it may be left over from a past life, a chapter review of what your soul already knows. If an old pain is triggered, have compassion for yourself. You are more than your troubles. You know the root, though, and now it's time to practice what you know. Once you have a solution, add it to your toolkit. If this situation stretches and tests you, take it as a training for the hero within. What you are learning now can be your secret sauce in the future. Challenge. The situation can set off touchy memories or poke you where it still hurts. Shrapnel can hurt as much coming out as it does going in. Take this opportunity to heal so that those old places can transform. And the gift. Allow the pain and troubles of the past to become the wisdom and compassion of the present moment. Beautiful. Yes, shrapnel can hurt as much coming out as it does going in, but only once it's removed can we heal it, right? And so we must face the fears, face the uncomfortableness of extraction. Okay, and number 3, which is a Gemini, cross-pollinate. With its symbol of a pair of twins conversing, Gemini asks us to weave a web of connections and build networks with humor in all forms of communication. This mutable air sign is ruled by Mercury and is connected to the lungs, shoulders, hands, and nerves. Gemini's purpose is to disperse ideas like milk thistle on the spring winds, cross-pollinate ideas like bees buzzing over the flowers. The sun shines here, May 21st to June 21st. Action. Words are at the heart of the issue you are facing, and not just any words, but real dialogue. If you feel tension in the situation, see what is blocking the lines of communication and open that aperture. Listen to the grapevine and cross-pollinate. Gather and share information. Bits of truth may float in on gossip. Explore social media, sound bites, and any other way to get the word out. Talk to people as if they are your siblings and true equals. If something is bothering you, find a place to unpack it, pack it, get it on the table, and take a good look. Then talk it over in depth with a friend or a therapist or write in your journal. Trust the process of self-expression to help get to the root of the problem. However, assume anything you say will be repeated. Gemini scatters seeds, is not concerned with privacy or individuality, and is not necessarily loyal. Challenge. The situation may be more complex than you think, so be willing to dig in. Gemini energy can be shallow or oversimplified as it encourages breadth rather than depth. So you have to add the depth consciously. Okay. Learning a little bit about the Geminis. Okay. So this is the game plan. I am going to pull like I do from this tarot deck. and read. And then I'll pull like I do from the other one. And then we will consult the books, because the meanings that I've applied, to this deck are different slightly than the other deck. It also, I realized this deck didn't come with a book. So I just picked my own, made my own. We made our own. If you're curious about that, you got to go back to the earlier numbers when we're figuring out all of the meanings to the cards. Okay. We're starting with abundance, okay, and legacy, which is beautiful. This is about your tree, your family tree finally reaching its prolific producing stage and it affecting generations. And that is beautiful. Okay, especially with the bees here, the twin bees, it's like your hard work paying off, right? The bees, they work diligently individually, but as a whole, as a collective, many hands makes much honey. And so that is great. Okay. And you've got the Queen of Wands energy, which is standing in your authentic power, right? Being tapped in, being confident, owning what you say, what you feel, all those things lining up, connected to your intuition and this ability to harness life-giving power from the sun, plant it and it grow, right? And then you reap the seeds you sow. We've got hanging out. Okay, yes, this is see things from a different perspective, but this is also you are hanging in a tree. You are in a point right now. It's kind of like the chrysalis stage, right? You are needing to be where you are and literally hanging out. And while you're there, making use, right? This is the lion, conserving your energy and, you know, researching, doing the things that you can do to prepare yourself for when it's time to expend and go after, do the things, whatever it is. Okay. Okay. So we've got making choices with your intuition. Okay. For love, we also have moving out of choppy waters into calmer waters. So this is giving me this. Okay, your choice to move yourself out of choppy waters into calmer waters. You are moving yourself to balance, to celebration, to joy, to harmony, to love, to all of the gorgeous things. But you have to choose it. You have to actively move yourself towards it. And by choosing it, you are choosing love. You are choosing the love. Okay, Queen of Wands. Yes, your active involvement, your active participation, your active choosing in every moment, how you engage, how you respond, how you perceive, right? You don't hear something from somebody, you can choose to think, whatever you want. And so recognize when you're choosing to think something that alienates you versus they're just busy. They're just living their best life, right? I had to do this. Part of my upbringing punishment was withholding, right? So if I wasn't behaving or doing what was wanted of me, then I got the silent treatment. I got the withholding of the love and affection until I conformed, until I behaved or did whatever was required of me. And so as I got older and recognized that this was a thing and that I wasn't into that thing, um, I had to change because I couldn't change how people use that as a means of punishment or an avoidance of um, resolution, really. Um, is I just took that if I don't hear from you, then you're busy living your best life. Right? Before it was like, oh no, I haven't heard from somebody. What did I do? I'm going to retrace all my steps. I'm going to think back. I'm going to overanalyze. I'm going to look at it from all the angles and find the possible way that I might have offended or disproved or whatever. And then I'm going to work really, really hard to try to make up for that and beg for some sort of acknowledgement. And then it's that working for crumbs, right? Okay. And so for me to stop that, because that's all my choosing. I mean, yes, it was conditioning, right? But we get to a certain point where it's now we're choosing. And this is why we heal, right? So that we are being more conscious of the things we are choosing. And so switching that over to instead of assuming, oh, I fucked up, I did something that they didn't like, and now I'm in trouble. Now I got to figure it out. Now I got to put all this energy. Now I have an emotionally regulate someone else's feelings, right? No, 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 no. You pull in, you take back your power, and you just say, oh, if they've got an issue, then they can come, they can speak with their words, they can communicate, they can recognize I am upset about a thing and this is the thing and let's resolve it, right? This is what we do as, I don't even want to say grown adults because it's the grown adults who are doing this, right? So it's more about being an emotionally regulated individual. It's about being in your confident, authentic power. It's not about, I'm going to say something and it's going to be the truth and I don't care how you take it. Like, it's not that, even that has like this, the venom, right? The spite in it. You're doing all the things you are doing are for your own emotional well-being and regularity, right? And so this is taking your power back whenever you have the opportunity. Okay? But you're doing it from a place of love. Okay? That's the difference. That's why there's no spite. It is your heart space, right? Like, just look at that. Okay, so whatever's going on with that other person that's withholding, it's none of your business, right? But what you choose, how you choose to engage with what you think is going on, that's where your power is. So by choosing to assume they're busy, they're living their best life, this releases, like, look at the difference between, oh, what did I do, how did I, was it this, was it that, what is this other thing, overanalyze, replay, the whole spin around until you die. And this is just like, oh, they're busy, they're living their best life, and now I have all this energy and time to live my best life, right? Yes. Okay, So Queen of Cups is in her heart space. She's confident and she is going with the flow. She's the Rado. She's the whale, right? She's flowing and she's going, okay? And this is what fills your cup, right? You're not overflowing in directions. You're not shooting water sporadically and it just going everywhere. This is about maintaining a flow state. This is about reserving your energies and pouring it back into you. What was that? She's out. She's like, pouring it back into you, right? Yes. Okay, I'm going to take, just split the deck randomly because we're a little off kilter here. And I'm going to take one more card, and that's the one. Okay, so this is how you have a hand in the creation of the world that you want to live in, right? You are taking back control. You are balancing, right? We've got, this is beautiful. We've got this symbol of balance in this wand here that this wielder is wielding. The wielder wields. And it is through your balance that there is magic, right? It's the balance between the being and the doing. And now, because we got the two queens, we got the ingwas, and we've got the hangman, this all indicates that now is a time to reserve, to build, and to reserve, conserve, and reinvigorate and shed, right? Because we got the snakes here. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. And this is liberating. This is liberating yourself, right? You are removing the implied confinements of toxic relationships. I mean, that's what it is. People who choose not to use their words to communicate and expect you to emotionally regulate them, figure out what they're mad about, right? It's ridiculous. You're releasing yourself. You're liberating yourself from those confines. And part of the beauty of doing that is recognizing that the power was with you the whole time, right? Just simply by choosing something different, choosing to look at it differently. Okay. Okay, so we got the 5 of Wands flipped out here. So this looks like some sort of conflict here. The people. The people. Okay. We've got the Queen of Swords, discerning, discernment. Oops. She's awesome. She's giving me Mulan vibes. Because this deck is folklore, fairy tales, and stories. There's a third one I can't remember. Okay, we've got 3 of Wands. Looks like Jackie and the Beanstalk. Okay, I'm just gonna pull them. The images are different. The Queen of Swords, but with Mulan, she imitates or disguises herself as a man in order to save her family and her father. And so that's that balance, that's that duality, right? We got the ace of coins. Beautiful. And look at this gorgeous vine that's happening. Maybe this one is Jack and the Beanstalk, because you find something, it's like the seed, right? The seed that you plant and it continues to grow and bloom and be prolific. So opportunities and the Lovers, a beautiful example of balance. That one's going right in the center. We've got the fire and the water and the meeting each other together. Oh, there's that movie. I think it's called The Elementals or The Elements or something like that. It's a Pixar animated. And there's like this town and the people, there's like water people and fire people and earth people and all this stuff. But the two main characters are fire and water, and they're like, we can't ever be together because you'll evaporate me or you'll put me out, right? And they find a way of pulling back just enough that they find a way. They find a way through the balance, okay? We've got the Page of Swords. This is giving me Princess Jasmine if she were also Aladdin. Love it. Maybe this is Snow White. And she's like, screw this, I'm going into the forest. She's got her bird friends and her machete. That's all she needs. Okay. And we've got the Two of Wands. Gorgeous. Does this not give you Gemini vibes? Wow. Two of Wands. Balance. Again, more balancing. And Eight of Cups. Okay, this is someone who is leaving the old emotions behind. Ones that no longer serve. Thus, freeing themselves, liberating themselves from the weight of all this baggage that they can just let go of and walk away, right? And finally, the Three of Swords. Oh, wow. This one's intense. We've got lightning. We've got wounded angel wings. Is she cutting her own wings off? I don't know. I don't know what story that is. Okay. Let's get the book and figure it all out. Where is it? This one. Folklore and fairy tales and deities. Okay, there we go. So let's start with the first one we see. The Lovers. Love, harmony, trust, a leap of faith, and choice. Where is it? Where's the Lovers? Oh, it's right in the middle. Yeah, that's, you're liberating yourself and you're balancing through your balance. So this is the love. This is the harmony. This is the trust. This is the leap of faith. This is the choice, right? Yes, that's why that one is right there. Okay. Then we have Cups. Nope. Okay. Coins. Ace of Coins. Jack and the Beanstalk. Yes. New business, money, investments, abundance, and security. Boom. Yeah, definitely. This is the Ten of Pentacles confirmation, the legacy. This is that balance, celebration, union of gorgeousness. Gorgeousness. Okay. We've got Three of Swords, the Crane Wife. I don't know that one. Heartbreak, self-harm, sadness, grief, and separation. Aw. But reversed, it's overcoming grief, optimism, reconciliation, forgiveness, and seeking help. And that's how I'm going to read it, because I feel that is most relevant to this. This is about choosing, right? Making a choice and moving yourself out of choppy waters into calmer waters. And so this is the moving away from the heartbreak, right? And the self-harm, and moving into optimism and forgiveness and seeking help, asking help from others. Be like, hey, I am overwhelmed here. Help me. Okay. Princess Perizade. Perizade. Arabic folktale. Talkativeness, energy, thoughtfulness, curiosity, and truthfulness. Beautiful. This one's giving me Queen of Wands energy, right? Confident, authentic, speaking truth, thoughtfulness, curiosity. I like that. This is like she's ready to explore the unknown, right? Okay. And then we've got the Five of Wands, the Pandava, Sanskrit epic poem. Rivalry, opponents, disagreement, competition, and clashing egos. Compromise, peace, harmony, resolution, and conflict avoidance. And that is your choice, right? You can choose the reversed meaning or the upright meaning of any card you receive, right? Holy, oh, spirit has entered the building. Oh, 1 second. Whew. Hot. Okay, what were we doing? Where were we? And the Queen of Swords. Terrandot, an Arabic folktale. Protection, meaningful criticism, tough love, skepticism, and intelligence. Yes, discernment. This is your movement out of choppy waters. You're like, is this conflict or is this compromise, right? Is this collaboration or is this ego competition? Okay. And where are the wands? Three of Wands, the Enchanted Pig, a Romanian fairy tale. Self-motivation, freedom, reward, and romance. Yes. Okay. Oh, and Eight of Cups. Did we do Two of Wands? Decisions, travel, business opportunities, future planning, and cooperation. See what I'm saying? Yes. This is what you're reserving your energy for. These beautiful collaborations and opportunities for growth and expansion and learning and evolving. Beautiful. And the Eight of Cups. Walking away, introspection, escapism, withdraw, and seeking truth. The Eight of Cups represents leaving good things behind in the pursuit of higher ideals. Moses was raised as a prince of Egypt, but realized he needed to sacrifice his royal life and wealth to pursue a spiritual and ascetic one. Okay. Yeah, sometimes, walking away, leaving the baggage behind is kind of like a sacrifice for your future, right? It's also a trust. You're trusting that what you need will be available to you when you need it, so you don't need to carry everything with you. And it's also lending to this idea of moving into the unknown, carrying with you preconceived ideas versus allowing what is meant to unfold, how it is meant to unfold naturally for you in a discovery exploration kind of way, right? When we try to bring in stuff and hold fixed to it, it's kind of like we can't see any of the other things because we're just noticing that it's not what we expected or wanted. And then you miss out on what is and what's meant to be, right? So this walking away from those things to allow a cleaner, more pure discovery? Sure. Okay. Let's get a couple love messages. You got gifts from the divine coming in. Beautiful. More self-care. Yeah, this is the time to get ridiculous with your self-care game, okay? You are preparing yourself. It's part of like when you're getting ready for a big trip, right? You make sure everything is good to go. If you're driving somewhere, you make sure your vehicle's all torqued and tooked and tweaked or whatever, tooked, and washed and cleaned and organized. You've got all the stuff in the back all ready to go, everything that you could possibly need, and some. You got your food, you got your thing, right? It's this prepping and then when it's go time, you're good to go. And so this is you're the vehicle, right? And this is you getting yourself ready for whatever it is. You don't know where you're going, right? You're waiting for your buddy to show up with the map and the itinerary, and your job is just to get everything ready for an epic trip. Okay, shift your perspective, confirmation. Yes, this is where you claim your power, your ability to recognize, your ability to find the gold nuggets in every experience, right? And when you get really good at it, when something undesirable, unwanted, or seemingly not working in your favor, instead you're like, oh, an opportunity for me to find gold, right? Turn into a gold digger and start looking for those little nuggets. And then your pathway, you're moving and grooving, and before it used to, you hit something and you're like, no, why? I was so moving and grooving and now I'm stopped and blah 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 blah. Throwing a fit, writing a novel, doing documentary series and interviews with Oprah or whatever, right? But when you get to this overflowing liquid sunshine state where you are actively choosing and seeing the things differently, you hit something and you're like, oh, what's this? Oh, I see. Okay, got it. Now I'm moving and grooving again. Okay. And you're magical. This is part of your magic, your ability to pluck gold nuggets from every situation and put it in the ground and plant it, and it blooms and grows. Okay, gorgeous. And shine bright like a diamond. Yeah, this is your time to shine. This is your time to be your shiny, beautiful, gorgeous self. And the less we have to worry about all of the things, the less we have to extend energy towards conflict and drama and all this other stuff, the more energy and flow we have into shining and being and trusting and flowing and going and growing and boom, bada bing. Okay, we'll take one card from Josephine Wall here. Support. Support. Okay? Trust and let your self be and feel supported by spirit, supported by nature, supported by yourself, right? Supported by your comforts, your luxury, your abundance, your gratitude. There's lots of ways to find support. Also, there was something here about asking for help if you need help, right? And so also being able to and open to receive support, especially when it comes to collaborations and cooperations, right? There is this give, receive, balance thing that's going, and it's beautiful. Okay. This is a beautiful thing. Okay. There's the reading for today. There it is. So colorful, so much information, so many messages. Okay. Yes, the choice is yours. Take your power back and choose consciously harmony, peace, love, joy over conflict, drama, competition, right? This is your golden seed. This is your legacy that you plant and it continues to bloom and grow. This is where you and how you fill your cup with liquid sunshine. It's love shine. It's harmony shine. Okay? Be open for new adventures. This is the shifting your perspective. This is you using your balance to create a world, to move yourself, discernment, to move yourself out of the choppy waters, away from the conflict, right? This is you reaching new heights, shedding the old and learning, pulling the wisdom, letting go of all of the things so that you are lighter and more free to be and grow and explore. And this is the process of liberation and balance. Okay. Gorgeous. Yes. Love it. Love you. Appreciate you. Wishing you all of the love, peace, joy, and harmony that you choose every day for yourself. Shine bright like a diamond because you're magical. Love you. Appreciate you. See you next time. Bye for now.